Hi. Yeah, it's been a rough 2 weeks, I would say, or a week and a half. Um, I did have a great trip to Pennsylvania and got to see my grandson, and we went skiing and met a whole bunch of family there and just had a nice family reunion and stayed a couple nights. And but then I caught the flu there. Oh my goodness. And it was not fun. And so we came home Monday, that's President's Day weekend, and um, drove home sick, but made it home. And my other daughter also got sick that night, and so we ended up going to urgent care because she just did not feel good at all. She requested to go to urgent care, and I was like, well, if she's going to urgent care, I want to go too, so we both ended up in urgent care. And that was a good thing because they put us on Tamiflu right away. But man, wow, I can't believe how hard it hit us. And we were put on Tamiflu like instantly. Like, even actually our test came back negative. So our flu tests were negative. But because we had like the classic symptoms, they put us on Tamiflu. But then a couple days later, my daughter ended up in the ER with an cyst that was very painful. So they ran a flu test then as well, and that one was positive for flu A. So that was good confirmation that she's like in so much pain with this abscess on her, and also battling the flu, and me trying to hold it together to help her, but also like suffering from the flu. And the one night we waited, I think, like 3 hours to get seen in the ER, and then it was another like 3 hours in the back, doing the tests and all that stuff. And the following day, this is all within, so it was Monday was urgent care, then Tuesday was the ER at night, and then the next day, Wednesday morning, she didn't sleep that entire night. And so then we ended up going back to the ER the following morning. And when she doesn't sleep, well, I didn't sleep either. So it was just like, oh my gosh, trying to recover from the flu and not sleeping, and then her having issues. And so then we ended up going back to the ER. That time they were able to drain the abscess that she had, and start more like the healing process. And then put her on two different antibiotics just to cover all bases. And she has stomach issues to begin with, so that was just like, oh my gosh, like, don't oh man. And then because she had the flu too, so she was like, the nausea was terrible, like yeah, she couldn't eat. And me, like, it affected her more of like she couldn't eat and that kind of thing. Me, it went into like asthma, and I haven't had like asthma, I don't think, since like, I can't, like, maybe in my 20s. I mean, I'm trying to remember, like, it's been a long time, like, thankfully, because as a teenager I had asthma, and like in my 20s, and then just went away. And but yeah, just this flu just triggered asthma for me. And and just made me go back to like some basics, like, of like, we all know our own body, right? So, for me, I was just like, you know what? Oh, well, ended up going back to the urgent care, my daughter and I, because I was like, yeah, this is not, like, this is asthma. So, went to urgent care again. This time, they put me on prednisone and albuterol and then like a cough medicine, and that's been great, but like still it's been tough, like still. Got my tea, like I just have to keep doing these things to try to stop the cough. A lot of cough drops. Anyway, with that being said, I just feel, okay, so then my daughter, amongst having the flu and this abscess that needed to be drained, and then back to the urgent care because she was in a lot of pain again and not sleeping. She just not sleeping, like for days. And a lot of anxiety. So what was affecting her physical health was now affecting her mental health. And so we had to, that's just been a battle. And, just learning what, like, your own body, and it's interesting because like the things that I'm learning, I can see like that, I can see it in my children, and it's like, I just feel like God is like opening my eyes so much to a lot of different things. And, from like her reaction to kind of just like panic to, and then the other side is kind of the, like, just not facing things. So like, but you have to be in the middle, and to find your peace and to just keep going in life, but that's, I mean, when you're a kid, like you're just learning that. Like I'm older now and I'm still learning it. So, so that was really interesting. And, I did like have a moment where I was just like cause she didn't sleep, and so I didn't sleep, and I just had a moment where I was just like, it was like 5:30 a.m. the one night, and I was just like, I was so exhausted. That I ended up calling Perform Care because I was like, you know what, like, I'm not ashamed to get help, and so I called them up, and a woman came out to the house at like 6 a.m. and so sweet, and just like helped Haley. Yeah, I just gave it away, but anyway, it's going on YouTube. Helped her to just get calm and just talk through some things, and so that was really good. And but I'm just thinking, like, is with all of this, what has been brought to my attention is just that, like, I feel like I'm in a cocoon season, and it's just something that just like keeps coming to my mind. And for whatever reason, like, I've been in this cocoon, like literally, like every Sunday we try to go to church, like something happens. But I'm in a cocoon, like I don't know what's going on, but like apparently I'm trusting the process, and like that there's a reason, but I do feel that like on the horizon is I'm coming out of this cocoon season. And you know, I know in a cocoon, like when the butterfly goes through the cocoon, or the worm, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, and you know, like it's there for a while, and it turns green around it, and there's this gold like line that is around it, and it's pretty, that gold line. And but then inside, like when it's time to get out of the chrysalis, like there's got to be some movement, and there's got to be like strength that takes place to get out, right? So, and then the beautiful butterfly comes out. So I feel like, you know, that's the you know, where God's making me strong, and I'm getting out of this cocoon, and I'm going to shine, and I'm going to be like that butterfly, and I'm going to be so beautiful. And so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I just feel like I'm trying to think, well, with the butterfly and the cocoon, I know there was something else that I really wanted to share, but it will come to me. And oh, well, I do know one thing is, like, it's interesting that this like gold thread, I was doing a meditation, and it was saying how like some of us, like we can have like this gold bracelet on us, and it's just like this, like kind of like this symbol of like trusting in ourselves, or in our outward beauty, or just trying really hard, and you know, like to get things done, and just not in rest, you know, the opposite of rest, doing it in striving. And we know that's not where like God wants us. So but so in this meditation, they had us like take off this like gold bracelet, and like in my mind I knew like I'm putting it in the box with Jesus. Like Jesus has, a lot of times when I do meditations, like I picture Jesus having a box, and anything that I don't want, I'm just like, here you go, Jesus, I'm gonna put it in that box, so you can just do whatever you want with it. And so I put that bracelet in the box, but I was interested. I thought it was interesting that like the gold, the cocoon has that little gold on the top, and I was just thinking, like, you know, sometimes I guess we have to get rid of that, you know, and to just break free from that, free from the striving, and the you know, that self panic driven lifestyle, you know. No, we can be at rest, right? Yeah, we can be at rest, and we can trust the process, and we can trust that God is working everything out for our good, and that we can just get out of the cocoon and live life at peace and in gentleness. And I will come back and finish this, because I know there's more I need to say.